parable of the tall poppy. There was a gardener who had a field and gave it great fertilizer so that the flowers bloomed greatly. The flowers grew to their fullest, and with that some were taller and some were smaller. He spoke with other gardeners, and they spoke of how they each had beautiful gardens with even blooms. They proclaimed even blooms were best, and how big and beautiful their gardens were. The first gardener wanted to have all his blooms be equally beautiful as the others described, though he didn't see their gardens. But there wasn't anything else he could do to make the smaller blooms match the larger blooms. Extra fertilizer and extra water didn't make them grow anymore. With the desire to have uniform blooms, since he couldn't get the smaller flowers to grow, he clipped the taller blooms so they no longer stood above the rest. He was proud that he achieved uniformity. With all the tall flowers cut, he looked at how low his garden became. It was low and lacked the lushness it had before, but they thought that with the uniformity now being met, that all would grow equally and the lushness would be greater. The tall flowers tried to grow again, but not the small flowers did not grow any more than before. He again cut the tall flowers and the garden was low again. Seeking advice from the other gardeners, he went to learn how theirs were so beautiful. At their gardens, he saw their uniform gardens were not big and lush, but even more decrepit than his, uniformly decrepit. He could see his garden begin to resemble theirs, not in grandeur, but in smallness.